Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Robin here with Oracle Rising. Guys, welcome to the channel and thanks so much for joining me. So I do have a tarot deck in my hands. It's because I'm going to do a full moon discussion and some spiritual side effects of what to expect with the September 2nd full moon. Just a note, you guys, the full moon could show at different dates in your region, so just go ahead and type that into a browser. I actually have a moon calendar saved to my favorites, so you might want to do that. September 2nd full moon, which is known as the barley moon or the corn moon. So I had a really hard time finding spiritual aspects or side effects of this full moon, so I'm just going to share 5 things with you, and then I'm probably going to pull, I am going to pull a card for each point. So the first thing we have here, and something I'm super excited about, #sarcasm, is unresolved emotion could pay a visit. So, if you decided not to deal with something, it does come out in other ways, you guys, and then it finally comes back. You could be watching a movie or listening to a song, or just see something that reminds you of an unresolved thing, and then it's going to come back to pay you a little visit on or around this full moon. So let's pull a card for that, because I find that a little bit intriguing. Well, this is really cool because you have the high priest here. So the high priest, you guys, and by the way, this is the Witch's Tarot. The High Priest, and I'm going to read some keywords here from the book because I think this is really fascinating how sometimes the tarot can be like exactly bang on with what's going on in life. So a possible legal matter to attend to, counseling, settling disputes, upholding tradition, preserving magical wisdom, understanding the mysteries of the craft, and furthering your education and uncovering your personal truths. So the High Priest is definitely coming in and saying, all right, it's time to fix whatever is going on there for you. And this could also be a symbol of somebody coming in to help you with that, somebody of a certain stature. It could be somebody in your, if you're like a religious person and you attend church, it could be somebody involved in your church, it could be somebody in your spiritual circle, definitely somebody high ranking, and they'll have the keys to unlocking this latent trauma, are the words I'm getting here. So be prepared for that, you guys. And sometimes even if you think that something has been resolved, it can come back and sort of smack you in the face once again. So don't be surprised. And you know what, especially in grief situations, grief is an ebb and flow of tides. It can come in anytime, and sometimes the waves are a little bit higher than others. So the second one is really interesting. That is, new truths may be revealed. And that could be, as a result of really trying to resolve an emotion that is lingering with you. You could be looking at things a little bit more closely now if you're feeling stronger, and you can go in and sort of do the patchwork that needs to be done, or have discussions with people or even yourself that need to happen. New truth. So that can, I don't know why that kind of has a little bit of an undertone to it, that it might not necessarily always be a good thing when a new truth comes in. So let's have a card for that to see what's going on. And I'm just going to cut the deck. This is really interesting too. So we have the King of Wands here. So the King of Wands, he really is, I'm seeing a lot of activity here. It could be something that went on obviously without your knowledge. And once again, I'm going to grab the book and read the keywords to you guys, because I find that really helps. So here are the keywords, guys. A fire sign man. Okay, so Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. It could be somebody involved in your life that is a fire sign man. This says a super dad, a mover and a shaker, a person who is charming, outgoing, energetic, and generous, and mentoring another. Enthusiasm, artistic expression, and creativity. So you could actually be finding something out about a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius in your life. And it could be a good thing, but I get the feeling that it might not be something that's super easy to deal with. And again, it could really relate to this unresolved emotion. And just remember that, I don't know, sometimes people keep secrets because they feel like they won't be accepted because of the truth if they share it. So try to take everything with a little bit of a grain of salt, especially if this is something that happened in ancient history. So let's see, this one I really love for you guys, which is healing on a spiritual level, and pay close attention to your dream messages. So if I have a particularly interesting dream or something that I remember throughout the day, I remind myself that, it's no longer a dream, it's a message. So I go to a web browser and I find a dream analyzer or dream interpretation site. And I try to figure out what my dream meant, because they almost never mean what they are playing out in your brain, especially if they're really strange or they jolt you awake, you guys. So we have the 10 of Wands here. So this is really interesting. This is like healing on a spiritual level, and then you've got the 10 of Wands, and this is all sort of rolling in together, that unresolved emotion, finding new truths that might be revealed, and then healing on a spiritual level. The 10 of Wands represents the end of a journey, and it could be a particularly arduous one because of the wands that the character in the card is carrying on his back. But again, there's a castle here in the background, and I'm just going to crack the book again to see what the keywords are, because the imagery can mean different things in different decks. So here's the keywords for the 10 of Wands here, you guys. Many commitments, not enough time, feeling overwhelmed and carrying too much of a burden. You need to pick and choose what can be set aside and what is vital. So it doesn't say anything about the castle in this one, but if it's really sticking out to you, you guys should really check that out. Just like tarot imagery and what a castle means. But 10s typically, they depict the end of a journey. So you should be able to lighten your load somewhat, especially if you are, you're near to your destination here. This traveler has been going for quite some time. So, and this card flipped out here, so I'm going to keep it. So the fourth thing is, it's advice to stay close to water or in water for healing or learning. So I'm a huge advocate of bubble baths, you guys. And then there's other kinds of baths that you can take that are cleansing, especially around full moons. A really good one is Epsom salts, lavender essential oil, and a little bit of baking soda. But you can look up any kind of cleansing bath that you want to. So we have the 6 of Cups here. So the 6 of Cups is called the Karma card. And an opportunity could be coming back around for you. Something from your childhood could be resurfacing. So what I'm seeing here so far is you guys have a really big opportunity to revisit something that you may have tucked away because it was very painful for you. And it could actually be a childhood memory coming back up. But you could also have somebody coming back into your life in a good way. So you do have some... It looks like it's going to be a heavy full moon, like emotionally for people. So make sure that you take care of yourselves, absolutely. And take the time for those baths and, recharge your crystals and drink lots of water. Really pay attention to how you're feeling, you guys. And the 5th point I have here is having flashes of insight and inspiration. So that's really cool. And I'll pull one more card for that. So we have the Knight of Cups. So you guys could have an illumination of somebody that actually belongs in your life. You could decide to start courting somebody. You could decide to accept somebody's bid for your attention. The Knight of Cups, he just speaks of a romantic invitation. Whether you're going to be the one extending it or you're going to be the one accepting it is depending completely on your individual situation. And this doesn't matter if you're single or in a relationship, because you know, those romantic overtures should continue to go on throughout your life as a married couple or a partnership or whatever you got going on out there, your liaison. It's really important to keep that going. So if you haven't done something nice or something sweet lately, it's time to get on the horse, literally, and do that. And if you're single, you can probably expect somebody really important in the sense of a divine twin flame or a relationship to come in for you. So this is really interesting, you guys. So those are all the points that I have for the full moon. It looks like it's going to be a lot of sort of emotional work, so be prepared for that. Stay grounded and stay hydrated, and I'm gonna wrap it up. So guys, take care. Bye.